Hi, I'm Jodie from Kovala Health. In this short video, I'm going to demonstrate 5 of the best exercises we can do at home to build strength, not only in your muscles, but also in the joints and the bones. So it's for beginners or anyone over 40, 50 with no experience in the gym or using dumbbells, because we're going to do this workout using our body weight and no equipment until you build your strength, and then one day you can use some dumbbells or resistant bands. So always remember, check with your doctor first if you've not done any exercises. So the 5 exercises I'm going to demonstrate, and I'll show you modifications. 1, the squat, which is one of the best exercises we can do and learn. 2 is our lunges. 3 is our push-ups, so I'll modify that for you. 4 is our planks, and 5, to build our strength in our back body, we're going to do modified Supermans or modified locusts, as we call in yoga. So we're going to begin in the standing squat. So let me demonstrate the squat for you. We're going to begin with the feet about hip width, or go a little bit wider than your hips if your feet are tight. Now, before we do our squat, we're going to learn how to engage our core. So we draw slightly navel to spine and lift, squeeze the pelvic floor area so we can activate this inner core. And another important cue is watching our knees don't go in like this when we squat. So we aim to have our kneecaps tracking towards your 2nd, 3rd, 4th toe. So imagine you're going to sit on a chair when you squat, and also you might want to practice squatting with your back against the wall and your feet out. So that's another way we can squat, with the back against the wall. So I'm going to prepare my core, breathing in, and as I exhale, I'm going to push my hips back. I'm just take my arms in front gently, and imagine I'm going to sit on a chair. Now, just a little squat. Those of you who got sensitive knees, hips and backs, just start small. But if you're a little stronger and you've got good knees, we can bend those knees more. Just take your eye gaze down. We're going to just drop our shoulders down and back. Breathe. Really important to focus on your breathing and come up. So maybe a 5-second hold to start with and build up to 10 seconds. And I'm going to do this again, just facing sideways. So as you can see, I'm just sideways. You can see the action sideways with my hips. So again, press our feet, engage your core. Exhale, I'm going to just bend from my hip first, move my hip back as if I'm going to sit on a chair. Coming down, remember not too low if you've got sensitive knees, and watch your knee alignment. Kneecaps pointing towards that 2nd, 3rd toe. Keeping my chest open, I'm not leaning down like this and rounding my back. So keep my spine lengthened, my core on, I'm breathing. Again, maybe just hold 5 seconds, come up. And ideally do about 5 to 10 of these. So engaging my core, push back my hips as if I'm sitting on a chair. It's a really good functional exercise to practice because we do lots of squatting during the day. So when I push up, I'm pushing up through my heels, and I'm also learning to squeeze my buttocks, my glutes. 1 more squat. Breathe, engage core. Spine lengthening, chest is open, and our shoulders are back. And then come up and maybe walk on the spot. And I'm going to demonstrate the lunge to you next. So I want you to open your legs out, feet out about 3 foot apart. Now you might want to use a wall or a chair to hold on to if your balance is not so good. I'm just going to lift my back heel. And some of you are only going to just slightly bend both knees and coming down with your hips. Again, check your knee alignment, front kneecap, pointing towards that 2nd, 3rd, 4th toe. Not bending too deep if you've got sensitive knees, and again, you can hold on if you need to. Engaging our core, shoulders down and back, and we lean just slightly forwards from the hips. If you're stronger, we can come down a little more. Holding maybe 5-10 seconds. As you get stronger, longer. Come up, I'm just going to switch my feet. Our hips are facing forwards, back heel off the ground. Engage your core and just slowly bending the knees, and just watch your front kneecap again. Hold on, or arms down. Engage your core and breathe. Really important now, breathing. Bending a little low if you've got good knees. Holding. And then come up slowly. So ideally you want to aim, maybe start at 5 each side, then build to 10, build to 15, holding 5-10 seconds. And one day you can hold on to some dumbbells when you build your strength. Now I'm going to demonstrate a wall push-up. I'm going to demonstrate this wall push-up here. Now wall push-ups are great for anyone that has weaker shoulders, core, chest muscles, arms, because it's not putting as much weight in the wrists, shoulders. So I'm going to place my hands on the wall. My hands are just a little bit lower than my shoulders. I'm spreading my fingers so I can take the weight evenly here. And I'm going to do more of a tricep push-up. So I'm going to keep my elbows in to strengthen the back of my arms. So my feet are a good couple of feet away from the wall. Looking forwards and just slightly down with the chin. I'm engaging my core, and I'm just going to bring my chest towards the wall, bending my arms, and my heels will lift off the ground slightly. Then I push away. So engage your core, then bend your arms. Let's keep our shoulders down. Engage that core, coming towards the wall, heels off the ground, and then push away. So gradually I'll demonstrate for you next the ones on the ground. So this is a great beginner push-up, aiming to do, aiming for 10, building to 15, and then you can go to the ground and do half push-ups on the ground. Coming on. So let's get on the ground and I'll demonstrate the half one on the ground. Okay, so on the ground you might need to put some padding under your knees if they're sensitive. Take your hands out in front. Now there's a couple of there's close hand push-ups and wide. So wide, activating the chest muscles more, but if you want to work the back of the arms, those triceps, have your hands a little bit closer, hands in front of your shoulders. Now engage your core, look down, and I'm going to move my chest forwards, bend my arms and lower my chest to the ground. So you might only lower it an inch or two and then push back up. So just start small first, engage your core, keep your elbows in if you want to do a tricep push-up. Come down, maybe a few more inches, and then push up. So remember, always start with the wall push-ups until you build your strength. Then we can start at half push-up like I'm demonstrating. Even if you come all the way to the ground slowly and then push yourself back up and do another one. So spread the fingers looking down for the neck, engage your core. I'm doing a tricep push-up, keeping my elbows in. And then push back up. If you want to do a little stretch, just lean back a little with your hips like this. Take your head down like a little half child pose stretch. And coming up now. So our next strength training exercise is our plank. So most of us know planks are really good for core, but they also help strengthen your arms, your shoulders, your back, your hips and legs, depending on which one you're going to do. But I'm going to demonstrate the half plank. Now, if you do have sensitive wrists, I want you to drop down onto your forearms and do them on your elbows. But if your wrists, hands are okay, we'll do these with straight arms. So just take your hands slightly in front of your shoulders, because ideally we want our wrists to line up under our shoulders. Walk your knees back, so the legs are maybe at a 45-degree angle, knees back behind the hips. So we're going to look down for the neck. Now this is really important to engage our core, contracting your lower belly. So this is the half plank. Holding maybe for a 10-15 second count. If they're getting easy, tuck your toes under, lift your knees off the ground, even if you practice for 5 seconds. And if you're getting tired or uncomfortable in lower back, just drop to your knees and take a little rest. So this is the full plank with legs straight, lining your shoulders, hips in a straight line, back of the head. breathe. Squeeze the belly and really focus on your breathing. And then come down. We can do either a little cat stretch to rest or come back a little and do like a modified child just to stretch and cool down. Now we're going to lie on our tummy. This is our last exercise. This is going to build strength in your back. So just come down really slowly as if you're doing a little push-up again onto your front. Now it's like a modified Superman is one name. In yoga we call it locust pose. So for shoulders, I'd recommend just stretching your arms down next to the body. We're going to keep looking down, chin in so we don't jam the back of the neck. Engage your inner core, and we're going to aim to lift our chest, arms and legs off the ground. So when you're ready, core on, keep looking down, try and lift your chest, your arms and maybe your legs to start with. If you're an absolute beginner and your back is weaker, just come down again. And then when you're ready, just lift up. So 1 or 2 second hold. But if you're stronger, we can hold longer. Strengthening your back muscles, the buttocks, back of your legs. Breathe and come down. So again, holding for a few seconds. And when you build your strength, you're holding maybe for 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Very good for posture. So you can do about 5 to 10 of those. I'm just going to put my hands on my shoulders and just stretch my back. So you can do our cat, just lifting up your back and do a gentle cat, or come back halfway or all the way back with your hips, if your knees are okay, into our child and relax. You are finished. So once you've done this video a few times, just put me on pause and do more reps and a couple of sets of each one. And then when you are confident and you are stronger, we can use dumbbells and resistant bands for extra resistance. So I hope you enjoyed those exercises. They are really important. Great for building that strength in your body, improving your posture, good for bone health as well, especially as we get older. So don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel. That will be awesome. Like, comment, any feedback is great feedback for me. Have a great day. Bye.